In this video, we're going to go over how to set up your fulfillment methods. The first step is going to be to go to your fulfillment methods page from your left-hand sidebar. And to create a new fulfillment method, you're going to want to go over and click this blue new button. First things first, you'll give it a name. You can also give it a description, but this is totally optional. Next, you'll add eligible zip codes. So these are zip codes that you would basically want to restrict customers to order in. So if you add in some zip codes here, what this is basically going to do is allow only people who live in these zip codes to place orders for this local home delivery. Same for states. So if you enter in a state here, then that will restrict people who only live in Georgia, for example, to order from this particular option. If you don't want any restrictions, you can just leave all of this blank, and that's the best option, especially if it's a pickup method. Next, we'll scroll down here and you'll check off the stores that you'd like for this method to be available on. So if you only want it to be available on your weekly ordering store, you can just click that. Maybe you don't want it to be available on your catering store, so you would leave that one unchecked. Next, you'll scroll down to type and you'll choose the type of method that it is. So in this case, this is a delivery method. Now I can decide if I want to charge a delivery fee. So maybe I want to charge $5 and I can choose to make that delivery fee taxable or not. And next I'll hit save. Now, once that's created, I actually need to go back into the fulfillment method. And the reason for that is, one, if I'm using TaxJar for my taxes, I need to add an address so that TaxJar knows where to charge taxes to. If this is a pickup method, you can also add the address here so that customers know where to pick up. If it's a delivery method, you only need to add the address if you're using TaxJar. If you're using manual or no taxes, you can leave this blank for delivery options. Last thing that you'll need to do that's very important is to add your fulfillment slots. So to add a fulfillment slot, you're going to click this blue fulfillment slot button. And from here, we're going to go through this fulfillment slot page together. So this first bit is going to determine if you want to have a window where ordering can begin. So if you want customers to be able to place an order anytime, you can leave this unchecked. But if you want them to, maybe your new menu opens every Tuesday. So maybe you don't want them to be able to order until Tuesday. So you can enter, Tuesday the 11th as, your starting one at maybe 3 p.m. Next, we're going to choose your cutoff time. And this is when your ordering window ends. So if you would like to, cut off orders after a certain time, maybe every Friday at 11:59 p.m. You'll just enter in that date there as well as the time. And then you can also add like a grace period if you'd like. So if you want to say, you know what, like I do actually want customers to be able to order into Saturday until 8 a.m., but like they're actually only going to see this first one that they need to have their orders placed by Friday at midnight. But if you wanted to have a grace period, aka what we call a hard cutoff, you can also have that. If you want to stick to just the one cutoff at 11:59 and call it a day, that's totally great. And you would just uncheck this box. Next, you're going to choose your fulfillment day. So this is the day that you produce, package, and fulfill the order. So let's say, you fulfill orders on Sunday, every Sunday. So you would choose Sunday there. And then you can also choose like a arrival window for your customers to see. So if orders will be arriving for them, every Sunday between 8 a.m., you can add an ending time and date, and 11 a.m., this is the perfect place to do that so that customers can see when to expect their order. This is also relevant if you have a shipping method and maybe you ship out orders on the 16th, but they won't receive them. They'll receive them sometime between maybe the 17th and 18th. You can enter that in here. Lastly is the scheduler. This is a very important part. So this is ensuring that you don't have to go in every week and repeat doing this. So instead, this is going to schedule it out for you every week. So you're going to want to, if you have like a weekly schedule and you want this to reoccur every week to where customers, have the same cutoff, fulfillment, day of the week and time, then you'll want to put in here, repeat every 1 week. And then this part here for this far into the future, what this means is how far in advance do you want customers to place their orders? So if you want to display cutoffs or fulfillment days 3 weeks into the future, and you could say, okay, I want you to be able to order for 3 weeks into the future, you can put 3 weeks in here. Otherwise, if you want customers to stick to having, just a week-to-week menu and only ordering for that week, I would recommend putting 1 week in here. One note to keep in mind is that this does not determine, how long this duplicator will stay, the scheduler will stay available. This will continue duplicating forever into the future until you physically go in and click delete. So this is just determining how far in the future do you want customers to be able to place their order. And then you'll hit save. And if I go into October here, I'm going to see that right here. I could go in and make any edits. And that is the last part of setting up your fulfillment method. When I'm done here, I can click done. And then if I want to go in and create another one for pickup, I can go in and do that as well.